Hello and welcome to my playthrough and demonstration of Black Death. My name is Jeffrey Duncan. I'm one of the two developers of Black Death. And without any further ado, let's begin. Okay, so when we first start off, we're on a boat. See these black spots on the hands, so the player should know something's up. So they see their friend over here coughing, so they head up to him. Says he's thirsty, so you go over here. Game tells you that you pick up the vase. Alright, so now Friendio says that he wants the wine from the kitchen. So there's only one door, so obviously go through here. Okay, so now there's a guard walking around. This is to show the player the stealth system. If you watch when the guard sees me in the top right, there's a stealth indicator that shows how much he can see you. You can also mess with the guard's pathfinding if you feel like it. So when the guard can see me, I can't pick up the wine. He says that you can't pick that up. It's the captain's wine. And when he doesn't see me, I can pick it up just fine. Go ahead and get out of here. Give this to Friendio. Since he's about to die, he deserves the wine more than the guard. Alright, so after Friendio dies, guard busts in, doesn't like that you stole the wine, sees that you have dots, assumes you're cursed, and kicks you off the ship. Alright, so once you're kicked off the ship, you're now on a rowboat heading towards this land. You don't know what's going on. All you know is that you have these spots, the same as Friendio, and Friendio just died, so obviously you only have a certain amount of time until you die. So, the objective of the game here is to try to not die, and to do that you need to find a cure to this disease. So you need to hunt down somebody who can help you with that, and then see if there's any way you can get the cure. So when you first land in the game, the first things you see are, of course, these spooky looking trees with skulls on them. The objective of this was to get the player interested and be like, oh, what's going on? And then this foggy hut surrounded over here. Our intention was this would be the first thing the player takes interest in, and then goes over here. So if you go over here, you bump into the witch, who tells you, hey, I noticed those bumps. You tell her about what happened on the ship, and she says that she knows how to cure it. It would just require money and some ingredients. And you say you don't have any money, so she says, well, there's a town over there, you can get the money from there. So I'm going to go ahead and accept her offer. Alright, so I need to go to the town and get my gold. So as we're walking through, you might notice that the black spots on my hands have gotten slightly bigger. Over time they do grow. That's our way of showing the player that they're getting sicker over time, without having some kind of UI element. It's like a bar filling up or something. Just a way to show the player that a way of time passing and things are getting worse, you need to hurry up. There's also, as you can probably already tell, a time system, like a day-night cycle, and that's what the game uses to keep track of how long you are, how far along the sickness is. So I'm in the town now, and I'm looking for gold. So just like any other game, you just barge into people's houses, see if there's any gold to be had. If not, just go ahead and leave. So these NPCs and guards just milling about, doing their own things. If they catch you inside their house, they don't particularly like that. So you have to be a bit careful about it. Make sure you're not following someone in. So here's a bit of gold. It's a little bit tricky to get the gold. when we were making the game, we were debating between using like a E to pick up and point to click system. I wanted the E to pick up system, but my partner liked the point to click. So we decided to go with his system out of convenience, and he was the one who designed it. So I would have personally preferred the E to pick up, but he had already done the ray casting on all that, so we stuck with it. It's not non-functional. Alright, so we go in here. The gold bars are worth a lot more than the gold coins, so that gets me enough gold so that I can go ahead and head back to the witch. Because she said she only needed 20, and those gold bars are worth enough, and I'll have 67, so I can go ahead and head back to her and get the next parts of the quest. And you are able to talk to random NPCs. They say you know, they talk whatever. They don't stop to talk to you, and that was a decision on our part. Just as like a way of like, oh, the NPCs they're busy, they won't stop to talk to a random stranger. But I'm not sure if, in retrospect, I like the implementation, because it's a bit annoying to have to keep up with the NPCs in order to talk to them. So if we had more development time, we might have changed that system to the NPCs stopping and turning to look at you like a lot of other games. But at the same time, I do kind of like the idea of the NPCs aren't just going to stop everything to talk to the player just because the player wants to talk. But yeah, it's a lot more pronounced now. It's a very obvious effect that the spots have gotten a lot bigger. So again, that's our way of showing the player, hey, things are getting pretty bad. Alright, so back to the witch. She's happy that I got the gold. You said that you don't really like stealing, but you don't really have much of an option either. Alright, so now I gotta find the red potion, and our way of showing what the red potion is supposed to look like is she has examples back here, but she needs more of them. And if you talk to her again, she gives you a small hint that just basically says, look inside, remember I need the red potion. But technically you don't have to you do have to get them in order when you bring them back to her, but technically you don't have to get red potion, go back, blue potion, go back, yellow potion, go back. You can't just grab all three, and then she's able to make the potion much quicker. So, technically speaking, you don't have to do exactly what the quest says. You can just go ahead and pick up all of the items instantly. Well, not instantly, but just all in one trip. You don't have to go back and forth. Alright, so now I'm hunting down the potions. I don't remember exactly where they are, but you know, we put a bunch of them around, so. Alright, so here's something else to talk about. There is a combat system in the game, and it is not extremely well integrated. There's this amazing animation I made myself here, not an animator. Yeah, the weapons in these hands didn't come with animations, so I had to come up with our own. I would never claim to be an animator, so this is the best I could do. But yeah, the combat system was, in retrospect, not something that we should have done. It doesn't integrate into the game in any meaningful way, and it just kind of detracted our development time into something that we thought we needed. We thought we were going to use more than we actually ended up using. Oh, this red potion. Okay. Say the combat system was a bit of a mistake on our part. After all was said and done, we didn't actually end up even using it that much. Alright, so there's a blue potion. It doesn't want to be picked up. There we go. Okay, so now all I need is the yellow potion, and I can head back to the witch. As I said, I would have preferred a different system, but oh well. And yes, the guards don't particularly care that you're running around with the weapon wielded, but oh well. As long as you don't punch anyone in the face. Alright, so as I said, I went ahead and picked up all 3 potions, so I'll be able to just run through the dialogue with the witch much quicker. She'll be able to just put in all 3 potions immediately. But it'll still run through all of the dialogue. So there won't be any missed dialogue, don't worry. Well, the overall world and level design was not done by me. It was done by my partner. I think he did a great job, personally. It looks very good. The mountainous terrain, making sure the player doesn't go careening off the level. I still love that weather system, though. That's amazing. It's unfortunate it didn't, none of the weather triggered during this playthrough, but oh well, there's no debug to force it to go. There is rain and thunder and lightning and all that. It just didn't show up in this playthrough. Alright, so there's the red potion. He mentions that there's these potions here, and she says they're expired. We use them as just examples to show what you should be picking up. Alright, so she tells me, go get the next potion. I already have it. There you go. Alright, so there's so just a small quirk with the dialogue system, you have to reset it. Alright, so gave her the last ingredient, so she'll mix it up, and then here you go, drink up. Okay, so that is Fade to Black, and there we go, we won. Alright, so hope you enjoyed this playthrough. And again, my name is Jeffrey Duncan. Goodbye.